so as we all know, Team of the Year has finally arrived, and now is the best time to go and pick up yourself some Ultimate Team coins. Head over to Yoha right now, link in the description, and you can get yourself 100k Ultimate Team coins for almost £10. That's so cheap. And make sure you use my discount code Gonth for a discount. Hey! Hey, boom! What? I'm at my mum's house and there's just dogs barking everywhere, so you're gonna have to bear with me a minute. Anyway, yeah, I've been a little bit absent recently. I've kind of been traveling the world. I'm not even joking. If you've got me on Snapchat or on Instagram, which you can go and follow me, links are in the description, you can always go and follow me. You know where I am. I've been traveling. I've been doing other work. I've been filming. Mate, I'm a movie star nowadays, man. It's mad. But I've just got off the plane literally about 2 hours ago. I've come back on my chair and I thought, you know what? I'm going to give him a vid. And there's something I've been itching to do for a while. You know I love to do emotional moments. You know I love to do respectable moments. Well, there's players that ain't going to be returning to FIFA 19 and we're going to pay homage. We're going to honor some of the best players you've ever seen. You are literally going to witness the best players in the world in this team who are not going to be on FIFA 19. It's not a good sight. There could be tears, I'm going to warn you. Of course, we're going to start with Buffon. Gianluigi, the legend Buffon. This guy by default went and changed his name to Gianluigi, the legend Buffon. No bullshit. Unfortunately, he was sent off in his last ever Champions League game against Real Madrid, which none of us wanted to see, but he has had a legendary career. And it's going to be sad to see this guy hang up the gloves, because what he has done for football, he's everyone's favourite goalkeeper. Buffon was that type of goalkeeper to pull off absolutely ridiculous saves like that. And everyone used to think, is this guy honestly human? Has he got 25 fingers? How is he saving that? Has he got an extra limb? Half the time we didn't know. Look how young he looks. But look at this for a save. This was Buffon. Like, it's a guaranteed goal, but no. Buffon would step in. So it's going to be sad to see this guy retire. Honestly. One of the best, if not the best, to ever do it. Ever. We need to chill out a little bit with the hype now, lads, because this is where it gets emotional. It's going to be so sad that this guy isn't going to be returning to FIFA 19. Like, it's hard to get your head around. He's only young. Fiorentina's captain. Italian international. Absolutely unbelievable defender. Captain skills. Big loud voice. A story was your man. And unfortunately, he's not going to be coming back to FIFA 19. Simply because we all hope he rests in peace. He's somewhere else peaceful at the moment. But, like, it is proper sad, man. As short-lived as it might have been, he had a great career. He's a great player. He will never be forgotten. And I'm sure all you Fiorentina fans who are watching this right now can agree with me, without a doubt, 100%, what a legend. And from one legend, we move on to another, because Andreas Iniesta, unfortunately, is actually going to be retiring. Well, not retiring, sorry. No, that's wrong. He's going, like, probably, we're guessing, into the Chinese League, which we don't like to lose any of our players to the Chinese League, but he has come out in a statement and said he's stepping down from Barcelona, he's moving on, and I think it's like 90% sure he's going to be going to China. Chinese leagues ain't on FIFA. Iniesta, it could be the end. It could be the end. Let's never forget the footwork of probably the best technical player to ever grace football. It wasn't about the goal scored, it was about the footwork. How he would just cruise past players. He's just skinned 4 players. Set up Messi, set up the attackers, and it was reasons why Barcelona was so successful. Even Messi will stand here and tell you this. If you're going to have a combo with Messi, which you probably never will, I'm sure he would stand there and tell you. It comes down to Xavi and Iniesta. A lot of the time, a lot of success came down to those two. Yeah, Messi scored all the goals, but if it wasn't for Iniesta and Xavi, Barcelona would never, ever have been as successful as they have been. So it is going to be sad that they're going to be losing one of the best, if not the best, technical players to ever grace centre midfield. And it just gets trickier and trickier, lads, because this is what I mean. Look at these players that ain't going to be on FIFA 19. Pirlo, another one. He's retiring. He's done. 38 years young. Pirlo's still the coolest dude on the planet. We all know he had the best strike. We all know he had the best pass. We all know that, yes, he did do this to Joe Hart, and it's still funny. Yes, the moment Pirlo shocked the whole nation, the whole world, and Joe Hart's dandruff head, it got rubbed in the biggest and dirtiest pile of shit you can ever imagine. That is exactly what happened to Joe Hart when Pirlo stepped up and took him down a peg or two. Yeah, it's going to be sad, man. That not only have we just said we're losing Iniesta, we're losing Pirlo too. And imagine those two in the midfield together. you know, I don't even want to think about it. But it is time to move up, and Michael Carrick is another player that will not be coming back to FIFA 19. Nope, it's over for Carrick. He's had a great career. He's been one of Man United's most loyal players since he joined a few years ago. Where did he come from? Tottenham? Yeah, he did. He joined Man United in 2006. So, whoa, this guy's been there for 13 odd years. You know what, Man United fans? You better be paying this guy a huge credit, because he has been a blessing to your club. He's been loyal. He's been a great player as well. He's been there when you've won the Champions League. The big times, Michael Carrick played a pivotal role, man, and it's going to be sad to see him go. But unfortunately now we move on to another player that isn't going to be returning to FIFA 19. This is probably one of the saddest things. Other than someone dying, it's one of the saddest things that can happen to you. It really does suck, man. He suffered a cardiac arrest, and unfortunately, that's the last time now he'll ever play football ever again. If you lot are squeamish or you don't want to see something that you know might make you cry, maybe don't watch this next couple seconds. So it was Werder Bremen versus Ajax, I think it was last year, and Nuri, as you can see, just collapses on the floor and is just laying there, and that is when you know something ain't right. So the referee runs over, and he's basically had like, look, you can see that's bad. That's really, like, even watching that, I'm getting goosebumps, man. That's nuts. Something severe, clearly, you can tell straight away has happened there. And unfortunately, that was the last time Nuri has ever played football. He suffered a really extreme cardiac arrest, and he nearly died right there. But yeah, watching that again, man, that's really tough to watch. Wow. Sucks, man. Football, as much as we love it, it can at times also be devastating, man. Next up, lads, we then got MERTESACKER, one of the slowest players to ever do it. They said, I've been told he runs around with one leg. And I'm not gonna lie, him retiring. nah, all jokes aside, I was gonna crack a joke, but then I thought, you know what? MERTESACKER has actually held it down for the few years that he's been playing for us in defence. He's tried his best. We've never been the best defensively. MERTESACKER's never been the best player in the world, but he's been loyal, and it has come out that he is going to be retiring at the end of the season. So MERTESACKER, mate, it'd be nice to see you come back as a coach, because you can see the football brain's there, just the pace isn't. And then, of course, out to the other side, we got another sad one, Ryan Mason. As we all know, he is alive, he's still kicking, he's still in good nick. Like, before any of you start thinking this is going to be one of those dodgy death videos, no, Ryan Mason's fine. Like, he just can't play football anymore. It's not as serious as Nuri. When Nuri got, like, permanent brain damage, Mason was a serious head injury, which I'm about to show you, but he's actually back coaching and stuff and learning the piano and doing normal stuff. He just can't play football anymore, so he won't be coming back to FIFA 19, unfortunately. And this was actually what completely ended it all for him. It was Chelsea versus Hull, and as you can see, Cahill and Ryan Mason both go for the ball. It's a fair 50-50. You can't say anything. Like, I mean, as much as, yeah, Cahill does fly in and Mason is the one who gets hit hard, I mean, it is just a 50-50 header, and you can see he's deluded. Both of them are completely delusional. They don't know what's going on. Both of them, that's serious head injury. And that was the last time Ryan Mason ever played professional football, which is mad. So, like I said, he's alive, he's fine, like, he's good. I was just watching an interview when he was coming out on, I think it was Match of the Day, and saying that he's all good, but he made the decision not to play football anymore because, you know, brain, it's just not worth it. If it gets knocked again, it could be more severe. Jeez, Wesley Sneijder. He was everyone's favourite player a few years ago. Remember back in the day, Wesley Sneijder was that guy that, you know, you wanted to be Wesley. You thought you were Dutch. All of a sudden, you had a Dutch cousin who knew Wesley. Like, back in the day, he was one of those players who, I don't know what it was, he was just so sick. Instead of just retiring or going to the Chinese league like they all do, he's actually gone to the Qatar league. Now, there is no such thing as the Qatar league on FIFA. I don't think there will be, because there's probably about 3 teams, but that's where this guy's going next. I don't know, maybe he wants to go and bang some of these Qatar bitches. I don't know, but yeah. There is no Qatar League on FIFA. There won't ever be a Qatar League on FIFA. And he won't be on FIFA 19. Julio Cesar, one of the best ever goalkeepers in my opinion. Brazil's #1. That grey beard, which definitely looks a little bit weird. Probably best you just shave it all off. But Julio Cesar, take nothing away, he has been unbelievable. He's had a mad career. He ended up at QPR at one point. Obviously Benfica, Brazil's #1. He's been at top teams and he's been a top goalkeeper, and him retiring is going to be a big thing, especially in Brazil, because he has done a lot for the sport. This guy has been known to have 7 fingers and 2 thumbs on one hand. And then finally we've got Kaká. Kaká. Oh, Kaká. We have loved you. One of the most famous footballers ever. Kaká is just... He was that one player that you wanted to be as a young kid. Kaká, you looked up to Kaká. You wish Kaká was your stepdad, but he just wasn't, unfortunately. He was just a G. The Brazilian wizard. Kaká was that one player that did this to Man United in the Champions League. He absolutely tore new assholes. Look at that. He sat players down and, oh, that was one of the best Champions League goals ever. It was ridiculous. And Kaká was so good and so respected. The Man United fans actually rated him even more after. Look at that. He's absolutely sat down Evra. Oh, my days. Look at that for a finish as well. Oh. We have a round of applause because Kaká has had such a sick career. But he's retiring as well. So, literally, everyone's retiring. If there was one player in this whole team, lads, that you had to pick one player, who would it be? Who would you want to be? I want to know in the comments below, man. I think for me, it's a tough one, but Iniesta. He has just been a god. I love that everyone in this team has been absolutely unbelievable. If you have enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Drop it a like. If you've cried, also drop it a like. But lads, I hope you've enjoyed, and I will speak to you all next time. I hope all these players have a good retirement and go and do whatever you do when you're retired. But I'm off. I'll catch you later. Peace. Be better. Manchester United fans, you might want to look away because Dele Alli banged one in within the first 10 minutes of you, and then he went and mocked your whole club by busting one of the worst Fortnite celebrations. I mean, that's as bad as mine. That's almost as bad as mine. We're going to call that a Fortnite failed celebration. Like, has he even done that properly?